Give us a 5. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Norcross Blue Devil football. It's another football night in Norcross.
Absolutely.
Homecoming, region ball, peek out. If you want it, we got it tonight, Coach.
Great weather. We were talking about the field surface a little bit before the game. It looks great. We'll see how it plays.
No JV game last night. I know who you are. You know who I am. I'm Bill Wright. You're Dwayne Dennis. We're glad to be here. Norcross Blue Devil football again on a great Friday night. Everybody's saying it feels like football tonight. It's in the 70s, 99 degrees, and sweating our contact lens out.
Hey, Georgia finally woke up and decided she wanted to be ready for football tonight. So great weather and an opponent that should cooperate looking at history.
Yeah, we've looked at Lakeside's records over the years. Back from the 70s to the 90s, they were a power. They three-time state champions. We like our 2 times on the wall out there. They were 3-time state champions, 72.
A couple of runner-ups as well.
In that time span. Lots of good wins, powerful program.
A lot of tradition.
You don't want to be the small school in your classification.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's, I remember a couple years ago we had Chattahoochee in our region when we were 5A, and they were always one game away from making the playoffs. They dropped down to 4A and won state championship. So
this is our only non-Gwinnett region opponent tonight. So we venture out of Gwinnett County to play our visitors from Lakeside, Dekalb here in Norcross tonight.
Right.
But so they come in 1-6. They've struggled lately. But so have we. So we want to kind of correct the boat and get on the right path tonight.
First-year head coach, so
yes.
Trying to establish a little tradition, turn the program around. Not very many players, but if I recall correctly, the last time we played them, they have some good players.
They've got athletes.
So don't be surprised if you see 1 or 2 guys that catch your eye tonight. Norcross, on the other hand, even with us being 2-4 right now, everything that we want is right in front of us.
Still there. We still control.
Still have an opportunity to win region championship with some help. Playoffs are still.
We go to Berkmar next week.
Right.
Should win it. Then the big game of the season.
Brookwood.
With Brookwood back here, our last home game of the season in 2 weeks. That you really don't want to, as we said a few minutes ago before we came on air, you don't want to finish third when you're in Gwinnett County matched up against the Graysons, the Archers, the North Gwinnett's, those guys. So you want a home game, and you want to not get matched up on the road against those 1s and 2s from Region 8.
Well, let me speak on that real quick, Bill. I've always heard Coach Maloof speak on winning a region championship and how important it was, and it wasn't until my son was a part of the program and it became I understood why it was so important. If you win the region championship, you get at least 1 home game. Yep. If you're the 2nd seed, you get at least 1 home game. After that, all bets are off. If you're a 3rd seed or a 4th seed in any division in the state, you are traveling the entire playoffs.
You become a road warrior.
Hey,
you
look,
better be ready.
And there's only one team in the state that I've known recently that's been able to pull that off consistently, and that was Colquitt County. They have a tendency of coming in 4th seed and still being able to travel from South Georgia to North Georgia. We don't want to do that. We don't want to travel from, the confines of Norcross Stadium all the way down to South Georgia to play. We'd rather them come up here and enjoy the scenery up here than the scenery and down in one of those other places. So everything that we want to accomplish is in front of us. If we do the things that we need to do right now, with a little help, we can take care of. We got to do our part, though. We got to take care of our business, and then
let's get well. Let's don't get hurt. It looks like Lewis is getting more mobile. He like I said, he struggled since that game in the Dome with the ankle injury.
Hey, look, I think people are going to be in for a surprise if we get Lewis back healthy to where he was, like you said, in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Norcross is a different football team. they're a different football team. So
and tonight might be the first step along that path of becoming that team that we were going to be, and we're in game one. We're going to try maybe to run the ball a little more tonight because we've gotten behind in some of these tough games.
Right.
We've played the
tough Parkview game,
Archer, North Gwinnett, Parkview, the Mill Creek.
The usual suspects.
Last night, the ESPN2 game down the road at
Archer and Grayson.
Archer and Grayson. The announcers kept talking about the recruiting in Georgia. One of them even said he would, if he had to choose between Georgia and California, he'd take Georgia. We're in the heart of that area that he was talking about.
Right.
So that gives you an idea about our friends at the Four Letter Network. We're talking about they agree with our opinion of the SEC of high school football here in Gwinnett County.
Exactly. So, I mean, once again, I can't emphasize it enough. Get off to a good start. The thing in the past, we've had time to correct them. Special teams is always going to be important.
It's almost kickoff time, Coach.
Hey.
Connor, if you can kick us over to the field, we'll kick this thing off.
Chase's Grill and Wingery brings fresh flavors, sizzling buffalo wings, and a warm family atmosphere to the historic city of Norcross, Georgia. Stop by Chase's for a great lunch or dinner from Tuesday through Sunday. If you are looking for the next favorite local hotspot, look no further than Chase's Grill and Wingery.
Test. Okay. We're ready for kickoff. Franklin ready to tee it up and kick it off for the Vikings. The Lakeside Dekalb Vikings. So Norcross will be receiving. I was down on the field before the game. It's a little spongy, but we'll see how kind of footing traction we got. We're taking it on about the
All righty. Excellent return.
Up the side, up to about the 30.
Off to a good start, Bill.
Was that Trey? Was that? Connor, can you hear us? Can you hear? See if you hear. Give us a test there.
Test.
Yeah, he's. Right. Hope we don't have audio situations, but we'll go from here. 1st and 10 from our own 27-yard line. Lewis Rios takes the shotgun snap, hands off up the middle. There's going to be a short gain over the left side. Lance Jackson with a gain of 3.
Coming out trying to establish the run. Testing the middle of that defense.
Second down. We try to get that ground game going. Okay, a big third down already right off the bat.
Third and manageable.
All right. On our first drive here, third and a short 6. Lewis looks across the middle, throws. Is that a catch?
Old Faithful there.
Hey, Sutton. Good catch. Bring it in, cradle it in, catch it, and bring it down. Move those chains. 1st and 10, Blue Devils.
And off to a good start for Lewis. Good throw, good catch. Kind of low, but put it in a place where only Mr. Sutton could get a hold of it.
Around right.
We got something here.
We got
something here.
We're turning it up.
Oh, gosh. Great tackle.
Lance might have been going to the field house, though. That last guy got a hold of the foot.
Well, I can tell you, he had some good blocking out there by the receiver. And anytime you see a big run, there's got to be some good blocking by a receiver somewhere nearby. And that's from a former receiver there, Bill.
1st and 10 from the Lakeside 36. Oh, good footwork. Round right in. Here we go again. Lance, he's back down to the 20, the 10, the 5. Hello, Norcross, Georgia. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And that's the start you want to get off to. You want to be able to run the ball, and that law firm of Jackson & Jackson is off to a good start.
Good blocking, good running, good vision as he saw the hole to the outside right along the bench. He got to almost shake hands with the coach as he ran it in the end zone there for the first touchdown of the night in about 91 seconds. That's pretty efficient.
Had a buddy whose father-in-law coached against Florida State, and he said every time Florida State would score, they would bring out the horse. So by the end of the game, the horse's tongue was just dragging on the ground.
The horse was ready for a break. The kick is up and it's good. Our score with 10:29 to go in the first quarter. Norcross 7, Lakeside 0.
No wasting time at all. We're so phenomenal. Come on and give me that. Gonna be mine every time.
Different flavors make the world go around. And now try the flavor of hot honey mustard on the boneless wings meal. Served with crinkle fries, Texas toast, and a 22-ounce drink. Friends, family, flavor. Zach.
Chase's Grill and Wingery brings fresh flavors, sizzling buffalo wings, and a warm family atmosphere to the historic city of Norcross.
So we're teeing it up, 10:29. Coach, that was efficient. Good blocking, good running. So we're up 7-0 here right off the bat on the first drive.
Hey, in a region game, it's always good to get off to a good start.
Josh White back deep for Lakeside. Here's the kick. He's going to take it in at about his 2. Oh, he waved it. Coach, last time we saw footballs going on that white stripe, that looked like a yard short.
Are we in the same place, Bill? Because I recall against Archer, we had a couple of times where a guy would step in the back of the end zone.
I think we have a different white hat tonight. That guy was letting them go last time. And
normally I would say there are a lot of blind referees in Georgia, but we're not going to say that tonight. We got a good crew tonight.
We're going to be nice. So, 1st and 10 from the 20. We don't even have that 25-yard line rule yet in high school, which I'm surprised we probably have it next year. So 1st and 10 from the 20.
Pistol formation.
Vikings. Trey Goodman, the quarterback. He takes the snap. Hands off up the middle. No, he kept it. He kept it, was dropped. He might have, should have handed it off. He was dropped behind the line.
Looks like Mr. Wright. Yeah, on the play, Christian Wright, number 32, doing what he always does.
He had 11 tackles over at Parkview. Oh, tough game. We were in that game, and as we've happened in so many of our losses, it just kind of, we lose concentration or this slips away from us. Second down, gain of a couple. He gets back over that original line. So this is where you want your opponent, 3rd and long. That's the name of my autobiography. I think it'll be 3rd and long here with 9:43 in the first quarter, the clock running.
Good job by the defensive front so far. But I can tell you, I noticed out of the corner of my eye, Lakeside's got a little speed out there at wide receiver, so we want to keep an eye out there on number 11. He seems like he's got a little juice there, Bill.
Little tall, rangy guys. 3rd and 8. Time for defense to step up right here.
Get off the field.
He drops back. He throws in the flat. He's dropped. Bobble. Oh, and
that looked like 285 about rush hour right there, Bill.
A little bit of traffic coming. He heard footsteps, so he couldn't pull that thing in.
And always that's important is flipping the field, getting great field position. So here we are. Should get the ball, even with a fair catch, somewhere around midfield or better. On the plus side of the 50, as they say, Bill.
On the good side. 4th and long. Here's the punt. Oh, the fake. He's trying to make the corner. He's going.
You get
short.
it? I think he's short.
He's going to be short. That was 4th and long. Coach, that was surprising, but not surprising to the defense. So it turns over to Norcross with a very short field you were just talking about. 1st and 10 from the Vikings 27.
Well, Coach, Bill, I didn't realize Coach Cam Jones got a little less miles in him, doesn't he?
Riverboat Gamble, little Tommy Tuberville's Les Miles going there. 1st and 10.
Short
Lewis
field.
Williams claps, looks, throws across the middle. Hayes Sutton with the ball. He's driving. He's pulling. He's across the 10. He's inside the 10, inside that Chase's Wingery red zone.
Hey, great throw, great catch. And I challenge you to find a better combination in the county and possibly the state than Lewis Williams and Hayes Sutton when they're on their mark.
Peanut butter and jelly. Yeah. 1st and goal from the 8. 8:49 clock running. Lewis goes under center. Hands off. Up the middle. Good hole.
It looks like it.
That Lance Jackson.
Get in there.
Is that in there? Is that right?
He's short.
Is it? Oh, he's about a foot short. Scheffler with a stop for the Vikings. 2nd and goal from about the 1-foot line.
Here's something we hadn't seen much of this year. Fullback.
And he steps, he tiptoes through the tulips into the end zone. Hello, Norcross, Georgia. Touchdown,
Oldie but a goodie. Oldie but a goodie.
Oh.
When you get in that I formation and give the old belly play, fullback dive. And you line up Christian Sims in the backfield, wide receiver. He looks the part, 6'3", 210, wide receiver / fullback on that one, Bill.
So for the PAT, snap, kick, up. It's good.
Good job.
With 8:11 to go in the first quarter, now your new score, Norcross Blue Devils 14, Lakeside Vikings 0.
Good guys off to a good start.
Chase's Grill and Wingery brings fresh flavors, sizzling buffalo wings, and a warm family atmosphere to the historic city of Norcross, Georgia. Stop by Chase's for a great lunch or dinner from Tuesday through Sunday. If you are looking for the next favorite local hotspot, look no further than Chase's Grill and Wingery.
$8-11 to go. We're ready to kick off again. It's nice to see again, we being the second kickoff since we received the initial kickoff to start the game.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Bill.
We got a winner. That was definitely.
Now, Bill, I'm going to bring something to your attention. I think maybe the drop in temperature is affecting the kickoffs because we're getting an extra 5 or 10 yards on a normal kickoff, and that's a good thing. So that's something that can benefit us going down the road.
Peralta has practiced a little bit in the last. Maybe that week off, like a bullpen guy, he was able to rest.
It's noticeable.
And he's come back. He's come back stronger from the week off last Friday.
It's definitely noticeable. Could be a slight tweak in technique.
Kellen's putting a foot to it, reminding us of some couple of guys we saw last year. 1st and 10 from the ball's on the ground. He is going to be dropped behind the line. Neeson picks it up for the Vikings. They've got to be probably thinking, here we go again. They're in that cycle of.
And let's not make any mistake about it. They got some good-looking football players out there. Number 58, number 66.
2nd and 13 from the 17. We got whistles. The officials are waving their arms. The line judge on our side. Did he say we were offsides?
And in a game like this, Bill, that's one thing you don't want to do is have unforced errors. You want to kind of clean those things up tonight.
You want a clean game. Yeah, don't make it easier for your opponent. So 2nd and about 8. We almost jumped. He got back. Handoff on the left side. He has stopped right about he might have gained a yard. Christian Wright with number 2 stop of the night, so he's on his way to.
Hey, 1 tackle for loss, 1 tackle in the middle.
On his way to a Chase's Wingery T-shirt tonight.
Bill, kind of player you want on your football team.
3rd and 7. Oh, he's dropped behind the line. Good penetration by the defensive line.
And I think that was our good friend Keyshawn Williford right there.
Coming off that defensive end on the corner. Yeah, you're so right, as Coach Jordan used to say.
He great first step, and he read that like yesterday's Wall Street Journal.
The punt team in again for the Vikings. 6:30 to go in the first quarter. There's the snap, the kick. Taking it in, is that Isaiah Wilson taking it in at his own 45. He's trying to make the left side going down the visitor side, and he gains about 15 yards. Good run down to about the 37. So we're looking at another short field, Coach.
Bill, you know my opinion on punting the guys. If he's back there, he's on scholarship, and there's only one reason you punt a guy like that. You want to find out how fast he is, and Lakeside just found out how fast he is.
You don't want to get you don't want a track meet to break out.
There you go.
1st and 10. Blue Devils from the Vikings 37. 6:17. The clock will start on the whistle. Whistle now. It'll start on the snap. That was a 25-second clock. Handoff up the middle. A good hard run. Lance getting a little help from his friends, the big guys on that front line. Good blocking tonight by the offensive lineman.
I think Lance is coming out for a breather now. Bill, that young offensive line has grown up right before our eyes.
Around left end. Here we go. We got blockers in the way. Got an escort. He's down to the 15, the 20. He's down to the 10.
Very patient running by the sophomore Michael Porter on that.
Michael Porter, he's been putting in his time on the JV team, and now he's ready to show dividends on Friday night. Good run by Michael Porter. 1st and 10. From about the 11, we got enough room for a first down. Oh, whoa, hello, well, wide. Oh, he walks into the end zone.
We got a new member of the law firm of Jackson, and Porter.
Hello, Michael Porter. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Good blocking, good vision, good run.
And the sophomore class comes out there and congratulates him.
He weaved his way through the secondary. The PAT is up. It's good.
Bill, last time Michael saw a hole with that much space in it, it had water in it.
So with 5:33 to go in the first quarter, their new score, Norcross 21, Lakeside 0.
Double Trouble Training is here to make sure athletes become the best they can spiritually, mentally, and physically. If you are in the search for some elite basketball development, look no further than Double Trouble Training. Charles and Michael Pack continue to equip their athletes with the tools that are necessary for today's game. Check out www.doubletroubletraining.com for more information.
.33 to go in the first quarter. We're kicking off again. We've have all three made the end zone? Or two. We had
two and one foot.
There's the kick. It's 5 yards deep.
Hey, Bill.
That looked like some young man that's over at the UGA
Hey.
kicking.
Got a big game against LSU tomorrow.
Maybe he got channeled by, First and 10 from the 20. And Coach, that is so big that if you can put that thing in the end zone, they don't get a chance to run it out to the 40.
Exactly.
When you put them back on the 20, that is a big part of your defense. When you
gives a good starting point. Looks like we got.
We're going to bring it back. We're going to do it again. We're going to
test him out here. Test his foot out.
He's teeing it up from the 35. Dwayne, did you see that call? I guess we were offsides. So Kellen Gravedeep Peralta will do it again. Let's see if he's got a 65-yarder in him. So Kellen's ready to approach the ball and aim it toward the end zone again, and here it comes. A little bit short of it since it was 5 yards back. So, but good coverage. He's going to be dropped right about where he would have been.
Guess what?
All right, guys, stop on the whistle. Let's don't give them 15 after the whistle.
Bill, that's what you call it, exercise in futility there. Same result.
Got him at the 20. Great coverage by your special teams. Spotted right about the 21. First and 10, Vikings from their own 21 with 5:26 to go in the first quarter. It's been a slow first quarter because we've had so many timeouts after the kickoffs, after the touchdowns, before the kickoffs.
Bill, that's not a bad thing.
No, you don't complain with your mouth full. Don't curse farmers with your mouth full, somebody once said. First and 10, Vikings. Oh, we jumped. They have that little hitch when they get set, and if he has a little voice inflection,
what I've noticed is they kind of do the old Dallas Cowboys reset.
The old flex up, go down. Yeah. Now, it used to be amazing in NFL how many NFL players jumped at that. Maybe it was Landry a little ahead of his time. 1st and 5. Oh, the handoff, and he was hit in the backfield. He was met by about 3 blue shirts.
And I'm not sure, have we seen Lakeside attempt a pass yet, Bill? They did one in the flats where the young man
bobbled it
on a swing pass, but nothing. Haven't attempted one pass downfield yet, to my recollection.
2nd and about 8 after the loss on the 1st down play.
Jet motion. Oh, a little option play.
Oh, hello.
And
is that Tyler Moore? Or no, Emmanuel King.
It looks like Mr. King.
Emmanuel King on the stop.
Came up, put a solid lick on him.
He showed up with an attitude. Back to 3rd and long. They're behind the sticks again, Coach. 3rd and 11. And having started with 1st and 5. 4:20, clock running. 3rd and long. So he's in a passing situation on this 3rd and long play.
And we're not even, we're in too deep now.
He drops back to throw. He's
Good
hit
shot.
right as he throws it. He lets it go over the head of the receiver. Out of bounds right along the front of the Norcross bench.
And he had
a step.
He had a step on the defender there, and that looked like number 4, Deron Jump. But we had pressure coming off the edge that probably made him think of a second or two about when he was going to release it.
He felt the pressure coming, and he felt the pressure after he released it.
Oh, he took a shot.
Just as he released it.
He took a shot. He'll be telling his grandkids about that one later on.
And we kind of noticed in warm-ups, the Vikings only had one quarterback warming up before the game. So, they tried to push a little bit on the punter. Oh,
good
nice
punt.
Nice punt. Back to the Blue Devils 45.
Good tackle.
He's dropped with a gain of about 5. So Isaiah right at midfield on the 50-yard line strike.
And Cardwell from Lakeside, a senior.
So good downfield tackle by Cardwell from the Vikings. 21-0, 3:51 to go in the first quarter. Blue Devils have the ball 1st and 10, right on the 50-yard line stripe. So Lewis Williams in the gun.
Jet motion.
And he's dropped. No, he handed it off. That Lance around the left end.
Oh, gosh.
He got rid of
fake.
it.
What a fake.
He faked us all. The old magician there, the sleight of hand trick.
Don't ever get caught in a game of 3-card money with Lewis Jackson, because you'll lose your money.
Good execution on that play. 3:41 to go in the quarter. 1st and 10. Blue Devils after the game down to the 37. Lewis looks across the middle, throws across the middle.
We got
Isaiah
action.
Wilson, good catch, crosses the 25. 1st and 10. Move those chains on the 22-yard line.
One thing I can say about Norcross, we're moving the ball efficiently, and I have to give credit to Lakeside. They're making some sure tackles.
Lewis looks to his right, throws, good catch.
And
Good
say
run.
that,
He's headed toward the end zone.
Bill.
Isaiah Wilson, it's a touchdown. What a run after catch, Coach.
Great effort.
Oh, man.
Great effort, and I spoke a little too soon there.
Isaiah did the old spin move after he caught it like they warming up.
Hey.
Catch it, spin, and go toward the end zone.
When you're talking video games, the kids say he hit the B button or the or the 0 button there and did the spin move.
Hit the
great effort, and
hit the supercharger. The point after snap, kick, up, good. 3:09 to go in the first quarter. A new score: Norcross Blue Devils 28, Lakeside Vikings 0.
Chase's Grill and Wingery brings fresh flavors, sizzling buffalo wings, and a warm family atmosphere to the historic city of Norcross, Georgia. Stop by Chase's for a great lunch or dinner from Tuesday through Sunday. If you are looking for the next favorite local hotspot, look no further than Chase's Grill and Wingery.
Kelly DePeralta back. So the question on everybody's tongue is, will it reach the end zone? He's been consistently, even with that 5-yard backup, he kicked it down to the 5. So all of his kicks have been going 60 yards.
Hey, Mr. DePeralta may want to look at some northern schools with them low temperatures up there, and he's probably gained another 10, 15 yards on his kicks because the cool night air is helping him out tremendously.
Likes global cooling. There's the kick. It's going to be taken in at about the 5.
Well, it's a different kicker this time.
Oh,
great kick.
Oh, hello. He was just in the neighborhood.
Hey, Randy Smith came up and put a shot
Randy
on the
Smith
return
was
man.
running north and south, and their return guy was running east and west.
Kind of looked like a moped getting hit by a MARTA bus.
So the north-south game plan worked out better than the east-west. So 1st and 10 from the 11 for the Vikings. They're all spread out. Throws to his right, and he gained. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage?
If he did, it was by eyelash.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
And what you're seeing tonight, Bill, is the defensive line is having their way. They're able to establish the line of scrimmage, and that's affecting every play that Lakeside tries to run tonight.
Goodman takes the snap. He keeps it. He's dropped about 2 yards short of the line.
And I'll say it again, Bill, when you reestablish the line of scrimmage, it's very hard for offense to generate momentum.
When you win that battle in the trench,
right.
In the trenches, 3rd and long. There's some bad choices he can make here. Do you just run the draw, or do you try to throw?
What's the old Woody Hayes thing? 3 things can happen when you throw the ball.
2 of them are bad. He looks to his left, throws across the middle, intercepted. Christian, right. He cuts to the 10, the 5, the 3, the 2. Touchdown. Christian Wright. Hello, Norcross, Georgia. Touchdown.
Phil, I think you can go down and write Christian's name in ink for that Chase's Wingery player of the game, because he read that perfectly and he was determined to score on that.
Climbed the ladder, caught it at the top of his jump, brought it down, and became a ball carrier.
Evaded a tackler, and like I used to tell my son, you got to have a nose for that end zone. You better find it.
He might have said, hey, Jackson, guys, watch this.
Yeah.
Anybody named Jackson, watch this move. Kick is up. It's good. So with 1:36 to go in the first quarter, our new score, Norcross Blue Devils 35, Lakeside Vikings 0.
No wasting time at all. We're so phenomenal. Come on and give me that. Oh, oh, oh. Gonna be mine every time. Say hey.
Different flavors make the world go around. And now try the flavor of hot honey mustard on the boneless wings meal. Served with crinkle fries, Texas toast, and a 22-ounce drink. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
With 1:36 to go in the first quarter, 35-0 your score. We kicking off again. Kellen's going to have to ice his knee down at halftime, Coach.
It's going to be like that horse. Instead of his tongue dragging, it's going to be his leg.
That right leg of his.
I don't think this is Kellen. We got a left-footed kicker here, Bill. It's a new kicker.
We're having to bring in a relief kicker. And it goes to about the 3. Oh, he dropped it at the 3. He picked up his bounce. He spins around, and he's going to be dropped at about the 15. Neeson's working hard for the Vikings. His number's been called frequently.
Let's see who was the kicker on that one, Bill.
Is that
it's number 91. Tesseria. Gaston Tesseria.
Our other kicker. We've got enough kicks to go around.
We got a lefty and a righty.
We're sharing the kicks tonight. First and 10 from the 16, from their own 16 with 1:30 on the clock in the first quarter. Goodman takes the snap, hands off up the middle, stop right at the line of scrimmage. Coach, they don't push the pile. They're not winning the surge. They don't.
Bill, I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. They're a little undersized. They got some good-looking players, but they're a little light in the britches on the offensive front. So it's making it really difficult for them to get a push.
Second and about 9. Quarterback keep. Trey Goodman gained a yard or 2. Maybe give him 3. So it's going to be third and about 7. Clock running down in the first quarter. Goodman in the gun. Snaps low, he picks it up. He looks, he throws in the flats. Oh, and the receiver
Another
goes
big
down
hit.
quick.
Duran jump. Excellent read, good form tackle. And that's what happens when you play good technique and you identify the things that you've seen in film and you bring your lunch pail to work.
That'll end the first quarter. So with zeros on the clock at the end of 1, your score, Norcross Blue Devils 35, Lakeside Vikings 0.
Chase's Grill and Wingery brings fresh flavors, sizzling buffalo wings, and a warm family atmosphere to the historic city of Norcross, Georgia. Stop by Chase's for a great lunch or dinner from Tuesday through Sunday. If you are looking for the next favorite local hotspot, look no further than Chase's Grill and Wingery.
Ready to start quarter number 2. Quarter number 1 was a little longer than usual, even with a lot of running plays, because so many of those running plays turned into touchdown plays.
Bill, I'm glad that scoreboard's got LED lights.
There might be some big numbers put up there that time.
Might have to change bulbs here pretty soon.
So we've flipped the field. We're down on the Duke House end now, opposite from the baseball field, the field house end here at Blue Devil Stadium. The Vikings in to punt. Who do we have back deep back here? Little high snap. Oh, it's a short punt. It's a line drive. It's fielded at about the 35.
Punt is fielded by number 19, Desmond Johnson.
Desmond Johnson fields the bouncer. And he covers it at the 35, so it'll be another short field. First and 10 for the Blue Devils from the Vikings' 35-yard line.
A couple of early scores, Bill. Brookwood up on Central Gwinnett, 14-0.
That all-important fight for first or second place in the region.
And Parkview over Berkmar, 28-0 in the first quarter.
So Teddy Gassard calling plays for for Norcross Blue Devils. Hand
Little
off
jet
around
motion.
left end. Here we go. Is that Lance? He's bringing.
That is Lance.
He's the one doesn't want to quit. He doesn't want. He's like the ever-ready bunny.
Randy Smith with a run around.
Oh, it's
Randy.
Randy.
Smith. We've got the reserves. We done called up the reserves here.
By number 29, Josh White.
Good run. Got over to those hash marks on the sideline and kept it in bounds all the way down to about the 7-yard line. First and goal from the 7 for Norcross. Gassert slaps his hands together, keeps it up the middle to the right side toward the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Teddy. Good job, boy.
You're in trouble when you play a team with 2 senior quarterbacks. That means you got experience, and Lewis comes out and Teddy comes in, and we don't miss a beat.
Carter Hale into attempt the extra point. And the extra point.
So Carter Held in to kick. Like you said, you got to have a scorecard now, Coach. Carter Held in to put that PAT up, and it was up and good.
Yeah.
11:38 to go in the quarter. The new score: Norcross Blue Devils 42, Lakeside Vikings 0. We'll just keep it right here, Connor. I think they'll be. It reminds me of the old Georgia Bulldog joke that Larry Munson was telling coaches their special teams get on the field in a hurry, Coach. So it might be one of those kind of nights. The special teams might get on the field in a hurry. Vince Dooley said that Larry Munson could get him so depressed that he had to stay away from him before the games.
Yeah.
Kickoff number what? Number 5. Kickoff number this is kickoff number 5. But we've had about 5 kickers, I think, Coach. So who is kicking now?
Well, the good thing if you're Lakeside Dekalb is you're getting the ball at the half, but can you make it to the half?
And the kick. Here he goes. Back inside the 5. He dropped it. It's in the end zone. So good news. good news for him.
The momentum was taking it there anyway.
That might have been one of his better moves of the night to let that go and take it on the 20. Halftime, as our PA announcer says, the coronation of homecoming king and queen, homecoming night.
Always special.
Night.
Always special.
Some of the old grads are back. Coach, that was good a couple of weeks ago when you were able to talk to a couple of our NFL alumni.
Absolutely.
Up here, what tradition? What the number 3 high school in the nation for players in the NFL. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Vikings.
A little option there.
Tossed around the left. He made the corner. That's a gain of about. Gain of 3.
They found something they liked there. Hadn't seen the old school option there in a little while.
So Trey Goodman with a good little toss. Tyler Moore with a stop. 2nd down and 7. That's what they've got to do, Coach. They've got to keep moving it forward and not back up.
Right.
Second down. Here's the snap. A little low. Hands off right up the middle. A big gain. He breaks it into the clear. He's pulled down after a nice gain. The biggest gain of the night for the Vikings. A first down. Might be their first down, Coach.
Tackle on the play by number 21, Jamal Janvier.
The officials are discussing a late flag. pointing toward Norcross.
Against Norcross, face mask.
And they'll tack that on to the end of the run. So this puts them in their best drive of the night. They're up real close to midfield, on about the 40, about the 48. So first down from the Vikings 48, 1st and 10, 10:57 in the quarter.
And Norcross has brought a few reserve players in on defense. Help them get a little bit of experience.
Here's the pass. Oh, was it? Oh, almost
man.
intercepted. Is that Emmanuel King?
Chris Cardwell, the intended receiver. Broken up by number 6, Emmanuel King.
It
Yes,
was.
yes.
Johnny on the spot.
He jumped that route. He almost took it to the ground. Came loose as he contacted the ground. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings from their own 48. Pass it again in the flats to the right. Ooh, he that's a hard-earned yard.
Took a shot.
16, Chris Cardwell. Down at the 49-yard line.
Cardwell gains 1. He'll feel that in the morning while he watches cartoons on Saturday morning. Do kids watch cartoons on Saturday morning anymore, Coach?
Bill, it's been a while since they've had a good one to watch. No Tom and Jerry, you know.
No Yosemite Sam. No
Cartoons I grew up watching a little bit too violent and not politically correct.
Drop an anvil on your head from a cliff. 3rd and long. Price across the middle, incomplete.
A little bit of a miscommunication there.
Pass incomplete.
So Goodman
For McKitchie.
forced it down the middle, but not quite there. 4th and long, 9:59. Clock stops on the incomplete pass.
Cross number 13, Randy Smith.
Is Randy Smith dropping back for us?
And to do the punting for the Vikings.
I think that would be young Randy. I would be surprised if we pressured the punter. The Vikings spread out their line. There's the kick. Fair catch called. Oh, it's over his head. Oh, and he bobbled it. He tried to pick it up. Who's got it? He might have ought to run away from it.
Made a
we
mistake.
don't have a signal yet. Norcross.
Got it back.
Norcross ball.
One of those coachable moments right there, Bill.
Well, we may see some of that for the next while as we bringing in reserves who haven't seen the bright lights of Friday night. It's a little different when you're playing on Thursday night and the marching band's not there and the Norcross network is not whispering in your ear. That, 1st and 10. This is the longest field we've seen tonight, so let's see how that affects the execution. 1st and 10 from about the 7.
And it looks like Cam Jackson in the backfield now.
Along right beside Teddy Gassert. Teddy takes the snap, hands off, around right in. That was Cam Jackson on around right in with ran a long way to gain 2. 3. We'll give him 3, as they say.
And like I said,
He
Bill,
was stopped by McKitchie, who was previously their quarterback. So I know with a long, hard season, they've shuffled their positions and their players. So he's now a linebacker. He was the quarterback earlier in the season. Handoff up the middle. There's a breaking it into the backfield. He's in the clear.
We got something.
Nice run. Cam Jackson out to about the 28. Uh-oh, flag. We have a flag.
And let's see what we got for Mr. Whitehead here. Holding.
Holding against Norcross.
Okay.
Bring it back and do it again.
Well, like I said a little bit earlier, Bill, an opportunity for this young offensive line to gain some confidence and establish their identity, because we're going to need them going forward. The the rest of these region games and
build on it again next week at Berkmar and get ready for that big game at Brookwood here at Blue Devil Stadium. Handoff, here he comes around right in. Here is that Lance? That's Cameron Jackson. Cameron Jackson out to the 11, gain of about 4.
Something was a little unusual there because the wide receivers didn't get their blocks until a little late.
They may have expected him to go up the middle, and he came out toward them. They were like,
right.
Hello, here he comes. So third and 6 or 7. Teddy Gassert claps his hands, takes the snap, hands off up the middle. Big hole. Wide. Oh, here we go up the sideline. We got a foot race breakout.
Oh, gosh. He was an eyelash away, Bill.
Nice long run. They had it. They had backed us up with the penalty, but great blocking, great running.
Saw a little guard tackle pulling action there on that power play there, Bill.
1st and 10 from our own 40. Gasser throws into the flats. Is that? Oh, that was close to being a live ball, but I guess it was a hair in the front of him.
Yeah.
Second and 10. Clock stops on the incompletion. 9:14 to go in the half.
Try to create a little space there and get some of those linebackers out the box so they're not
get them out in space.
Pinning their ears back.
Gassert keeps, throws, incomplete.
Oh gosh. And that was one of those RPO plays where we may have needed to keep it on that because we had guard and tackle pulling around there and there was nothing but green grass in front of whoever had that football.
Threw it into a little traffic. Christian Sims was not able to hang on as he was being hit right as the ball arrived. 3rd and 10 from our own 40. The line to make is the midfield stripe. Teddy hands off of the middle. Here we go.
And that's the play I just got through talking about.
Is it going to be a foot short of the 50-yard line? Where's the spot? Where's the spot?
He's got the right foot spot. And he's about a yard short.
He's about 2 feet short.
And if you're Norcross, do you punt? Do you go for it here? And
that's kind of a ethical decision or something.
more so.
What are you supposed to do? We're lining up on
it's
top
a
of the ball,
quarterback sneak.
and Teddy pushes it forward for about 3 yards.
Well, Teddy's got a little Joseph Wilbur in him there on that quarterback sneak. I tell people all the time I've only seen one person utilize a quarterback sneak better than Joseph Wilbur, who's the quarterback here of the first state championship football team. That's Tom Brady. And what do they have in common? Both of them got championship rings.
It's not nice company to be named in. 1st and 10. Gassert hands off around left end. Good hard run. Cameron Jackson, gain of about 7.
If we run that power play to the wide side, Bruce, Bill, we'll run that all the way back to Peachtree Industrial.
Oh, we got a guy down.
And this is what you don't want to see.
You took words right off my tongue there, Coach Dwayne Dennis. Don't want to see somebody hurt. You want to keep momentum going, keep building. Looks like they're looking at the lower leg.
And we've got movement, so that's always a good sign.
As you mentioned at break a while ago, our hearts and prayers still go out to the player from Central Gwinnett.
Right.
It's been a tough year for injuries in football. The player at Tennessee State, I looked online, Christian Abernathy.
Local guy.
That he's still improving. His mom posted that he's showing improvement this week. So blessed and encouraged to see that.
Keep him in our prayers. And then we had the other young man that unfortunately
that passed from the head injury down at down in South Georgia. Dylan Thomas at Pike County High School. Just pray for him, his family, the school, the whole school family.
Wow.
All right, we're back to play here. Second and about 5. Gassert throws out to the right. Good catch. Good run after catch.
Oh,
good tackle. Oh, flag.
Flag on the play.
Jalen Green with a nice catch, and so what's the flag gonna be? It was over there at the point of contact. Our friend in the white cap's walking out to a little space, and he says, Holding Norcross.
Good guys.
Holding Norcross. Kind of rather unusual point to hold, but as you said earlier, some teachable moments.
Absolutely.
Going to come from this film, this video. So Blue Devils backed up again, 2nd and 14, 7:40 clock running till half.
Let's see Teddy throw the ball around the yard here.
So Teddy keeps up the middle. He hits the hole in a hurry.
Hey, Teddy's got a little Johnny Manziel in him there with the quarterback draw.
He picked up 8 or 9 yards there. I think that was a premeditated run.
And Teddy's just showing off a little of his athleticism.
He's got some wheels.
He's a versatile kid.
3rd down, 3rd and about 6. Gassert keeps again. I think I'll do that again. And he's right up the middle. He's all the way down to inside the 25.
Bill.
First down and 10 from the 23.
Bill, I was just about to say that if he ran that again, he was going to hit his head on the goalpost, and he almost did.
Hit it in a hurry. 1st and 10, 6:45, clock running. Gasser with a handoff. Around left end, good blocking. Made the corner. Is that Cameron? Cameron Jackson.
That is.
Down to the 16. Nice gain on 1st down.
And that's what happens on the read option. You get lulled to sleep by a play that you saw earlier, and then he actually hands it off this time. And
you've got to account for everybody.
Law firm of Jackson comes back to haunt you.
Second and short. 2nd and about 2. Teddy directs traffic. Inside 6 minutes to go into half. Teddy claps his hands. Handoff back up the middle again. Good hard run. He's spinning around. Oh,
gosh.
They blew the whistle till the knee was down.
Yeah.
He didn't want to give up. One of the few tackles for a loss.
Please meet under the scoreboard at this time on the track. And all homecoming court members, please meet under the scoreboard at this time. Thank you. 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 from the 19. 5:15 to go in the quarter. Gasser takes the snap. He keeps. He's stopped for a short gain this time.
And Viking defense bowed their necks and got a stop.
They may have had a few more eyes on Teddy that time than previously.
Right. Well, now we get to put one of those crooked numbers up there, Bill.
So De Peralta get to try a field goal. This is, like you said, it's good experience time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You may need that 3 points over at Brookwood or here against Brookwood in a couple of weeks. So he'll be spotting it on the 25, a 35-yard kick. So it's not a chip shot. Oh, there's whistles.
See, you got
a
false start.
flag.
Hey, look,
that's what you can't do.
Look, Bill, I'm okay with this because, hey, now we get a 40-yarder. Hey, let's go ahead and see what that feels like. And if you kick that and make it, now you build a little confidence, and we can see how much you got on the back end because, hey, you know, if you can get it from 40, maybe you can get it from 45. Maybe you can get it from 50. I'm going to be looking at the ball go through the goalpost to see where it lands.
So from the 30, the kick is up. It's got distance. It's long. It's high. It's good.
Bill, he's good
it
from
would have
50.
been good from 50.
50 plus. And that's why I wasn't so upset about that particular penalty because –
go ahead and put a 40 down in your book.
Yeah, put that in. Hey, put that in your resume.
That was a high, strong, straight kick.
He had at least another 10 or 15 on that one, Bill, as the crows flies.
Well, yeah. Like something about this cool weather has rejuvenated that guy. We've been missing him this
Absolutely.
year.
I don't know if he's soaked in some Epsom salt or.
Welcome to the party, Kellen D. Peralta.
Hey. Kellen's on something, and like I said, Bill, we put one of those squirrely numbers up there now, 45 points. This is just the kind of outburst that we needed to build some confidence and establish with the kids that, hey, we can score. We can score points.
4:13 to go in the second quarter in the halftime. Norcross is up 45 to nothing. We're ready to kick off. It's got the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. So let's see if this one makes the end zone. There's the kick. It's going to be taken in a little low dry and drop at the 10.